5:45. That's a weird time to start. Welcome, everyone. Ewok Templar. How y'all doing? It's time again. We've arrived. Why that sound super quiet? Am I losing my mind? Is that even playing? I don't think it's even What's happening? Hold on, we can't do anything till we fix this. Did I accidentally hit memlock or something? What's happening? I'm scared. Oh, if I turn that back on, will this work? Still not working. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. What's happening? Headphones exist. My soundboard has died. Why? Why, though? Hello? Nothing. I'm getting nothing. Did it crash it? Oh my god. My soundboard died. It killed itself. I mean, it oofed itself. Everyone calm down. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my camera off because that's enough of me. We've all seen it before. We've all we've all dealt with that. We've all seen what happens when Jason Momoa and Omni-Man have a large baby together. All right, we've seen it. We don't need to look at it anymore. Trying to figure out what happened to what happened. In the meantime, look at my rogue. Do I even have zoomed equipped? I do. There you go. Look at her. Why does she look like that? What's her deal? How come she kind of looks like Claudia Black? Famous actress in things such as Stargate and Farscape. Anyone else ask these questions? Hold on, can you even see what's happening? Did everything just crash it? The stream failed before it started. As soon as I pushed button. Alright. Looks like the stream's working fine. OBS is on. That's good, right? We like that. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna restart the what's it called? Soundboard. See if that does the trick. There it is. There it is. Ah. We begin. That's all I wanted. Was it necessary? Does it really affect anything? Not really. I need it, though. I need it. It makes me centered. I moved the mic closer, so sorry if I sound louder. I'm trying to control my volume better. I'm trying to see if I can just talk normal this entire stream, so I moved my mic closer. And I immediately got excited and started talking very loudly. I love how long that JoJo thing is. That was totally not important. I don't know why I spent like 4 minutes working on that, but I did, because I care. Let's get started. Go to the temple. Comdore's temple. Hopefully y'all are having a good day. We're about to level up. I think I'm 20 million away, so I don't know if we'll get it right away, but we'll go for it. I mean, we can get it. We can go for it. But we are using the rogue, so things are gonna be a little bit slower than it is with the Decima. I say that and immediately explode an army of enemies. Listen. When you go from making 37 to 44 million in an hour to maybe 20 million, you feel it. You feel it. You feel the difference. This is my rogue. She's a flurry rogue, because I like flurry a lot. I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels, especially when we make its size nice and big. We got a blood-ridden sermon. We've heard it before, but I gotta listen to it again. I think they did an alright job on the audio logs.
To be molded anew. Fur, fang, hoof, and horn. Drink thee now of the blood and
blessed be the hounds.
As humanity bleeds away, let hell take its place. Al Diabolos, Mephistos, Torbeos.
I think he was saying something about the 3 prime evils, but I didn't catch it. On the plus side, though, I mean, we're using barrage just because we have the bow. It does the barrage, but honestly, barrage is okay. I can see how it'd be useful in combination. If you're going like full demon hunter, bow demon hunter, using barrage and rapid fire, but I prefer rapid fire because barrage has like this shotgun effect, and it does have the cool ability of like doing ricochet shots, which the bow amplifies. But I prefer rapid fire, to be honest with you. It is kind of interesting to see that I can just dump a ghost to finish shooting the arrows after I start the barrage, though. You see that? I can just poop one out and finish just shooting the arrows for me. This combo, though, is pretty brutal what we got going on. Because we can equip so much, our attack speed gets crazy fast. Since as the rogue we're allowed to equip Azura's Wrath, we just get vulnerability 100% of the time with all of our attacks. So we can just buff up our vulnerability damage. And it's weird how she has different ways of stacking increased damage to distant enemies and close enemies. So you just get both. You just get both. Now I made myself a little bit of a mobility rogue. I gave her dancing shoes. I prefer the dash attack and the shadow. Get over there, you know what I mean? Get up in their business. Get that close damage is really my bread and butter because, you know, the flurry. Make the flurry bigger. Get your close damage really high. Simple. Things like that. Keep it simple. Keep it clean. Keep it focused. Name your kid Frankenstein. Have the big talk with him about staying away from the dopes. The devil's lettuce. PCP, angel dust. That's what playing the rogue is. Playing the rogue's a lot like the movie Big Daddy. You feel like Adam Sandler the entire time, except instead of jokes, it's knives. But pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the exact same thing. It's like never-ending story meets Forrest Gump. It's like it's the exact same thing. Gotta push them together. Push those ideas together. Whatever's keeping your mind in a bottle, you gotta open that bottle and pour it out on the floor for the homies. What was the other enchantment I was gonna talk about? Oh. all my... Wait, not that one. This one. Wait, where is it? It was the other one. It was the first one. Sorry. I don't know why I do this to myself. I stop in the middle of combat to talk about things. This one. I really love this one. You just... All your basics get the cold imbue. They just get it. 50% potency. But still, though. Everything becomes vulnerable, and you're hitting them with the cold imbue. Last thing to couple with it would be like every third puncture does the poison. I don't have that one equipped right now, though. Because I like to keep my movement speed, and I'm working a lot with the flurry. We got the circle-shaped flurry, and we got the flurry does more damage just because aspect. Just because it's flurry. And of all the combat maneuvers, I prefer the combo point one. Reminds me a lot of the assassin from D2. Save up all those big juicy combo points. Wow. Live and let die, I guess. I got a few things. Ooh, they actually gave... Oh, they gave us one. I got a bunch of Vile Splendors here. Like 8 of them. I wonder if we have time. If we'll be able to do it. To get all 8 of them done? I don't know. Stop. Stop that right now. Oh yeah, and I got all the gems made. Got all the giant gems. Everything is baguettes now. Whatever that means. So now I don't need the monies anymore until my what's it called? Druid. Till my druid's ready. So now we're just gaining all this gold for no reason. There's no end game here. By the way, we reached 8 billion gold as well. We just did it a little while ago. It's getting ridiculous in here. When can I buy my own primeval? Hire it as a hireling. Get it to fight the primevals for me. Trying to make me think money can't buy happiness now. And I think that's wrong, because you can get a deep style New York pizza for like 20 bucks, so money can buy happiness. It just depends on how you measure your happiness or what it takes to make you happy. And for me, it's like a 3-cheese blend. A little bit of marinara sauce.
Help us!
They're here! You're ready!
Is marinara different from regular pizza sauce now that I think about it? Is it just a special pasta sauce, pizza sauce? Is there an actual name for it, or is it just pasta sauce? It's never been clarified to me. Like, what are the large differences? Is it a pinch of basil, or not a pinch of basil? Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3. I don't know. I'm not a chef. I like to throw these questions out there, though, just in case someone has the answers. Because you know me. I mean, I've been crawling in the dark searching for the answers. Damn it, Hooper Stank, that's what it was. That's who did it. That's who sent me down this path of questions in the dark.
Something for your troubles.
Just like that first movie of Star Trek. Wait, no, that wasn't the first movie. That was that weird Troy episode. where someone was talking psychically to her dreams from another planet. Oh no, there was a ship on the other side of like a small singularity or something, I forget. I've been questing, been trying to figure it out. Honestly, yesterday I was ready to level up. I could have streamed yesterday. It was around like noon when I was ready to level up, but I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go look at real quick before we stream. I'm gonna look at all my builds, see what's what, because one of the things I was trying to focus on was getting Madara's lucky hit above, like I think it's like 90% now. I'd love to get it to 100%. Just because I feel like the thing that makes fire not as fun or interesting as ice or lightning is that ice and lightning both have different ways of getting free stuff, just shooting out. Ice has ways, very easy ways to get more ice orbs. You just get the enchantment. And there's like a, not to mention if you go into Paragon and you get the enchanter board, that like it gets buffed up to like 60% chance all your attacks will just get another ice orb. Or maybe not that high, but still pretty high. Because I think by default it's like 30%. So it's like a third of your attacks just get free ice balls. You get blue balls of justice flying around destroying things. And then ice shards get you either get ice shards and you get free ice shards every time something gets frozen, or you just go to ice bolt, increase your amount of chill so you freeze things faster. Blizzard was fun too, because I think even if you get like the free blizzard around you every few seconds, if you're going bigger blizzard and ice spikes, I think it goes towards that as well. I think all those modifiers stack together. Still though, now that I know how lightning works, that one gets the most free stuff. You get a high percentage of that one aspect. When stable currents is not active, it just does it anyway. It's ridiculous. Especially if your lucky hits really high and your attack speed. And now your crackling energy kind of counts as a skill now too. So like your crackling energy could just be going off if you're standing still, making more crackling energy. And then every like third of those crackling energy just releasing a free lightning spear or chain lightning or ball lightning. It's ridiculous. But fire, you get like 25% chance. Like even if you had 100% lucky hit, your firewall is like a 20. To get the double firewall, it's like a 25% chance. So it's like even if you had 100% lucky hit, a fourth of your attacks might get the double firewall. And that's if you're doing like a firewall build. Like the meta builds fire or fireball and incinerate right now. But I prefer meteor. I really like meteor. Meteor's pretty cool. Meteor's been cool since Jellies and the Rolos. Yes, sir. Quoting Doja again. Can't help it. Can't be stopped. Remember when I talked about the mind getting caught in a bottle? It's kind of like that. It insists upon itself, the mind. Hello, demon? She died. The amount of vulnerability damage we're doing, plus critical strike. Actually, I think our critical strike chance is actually pretty low, if I remember correctly. She's not doing a lot. Yeah, 40%. That's pretty high. It's pretty high compared to nothing. Lucky hit is nothing as well. But her damage... You got all this stacking together. Damage is just close. If they're far away, they're getting messed up for some reason. I don't know why. The cards, the paragons, what did it with that. But there's our vulnerability damage. You combine that with damage to close, because that's where most of the people are. You're looking at about, what is that, 900%? That 70, math? And then if they're far away and you shoot them, forget about it. Alphabety spaghetti all over the floor. I'll hide here. The flames can't hurt me. Alright, we're pretty close. We might be gaining better XP than I thought. Sometimes I think the game messes with me. Sometimes I feel like I do the exact same thing, and we only get 22 million. And then the next day, it's like close to 47 million. But I think it really has to do with how many extras you get. Like how many of the... like the... what's it called? The little world events? The ones where you activate a... just like this, right here. Activate a shrine, stand here for a minute and keep on killing things. And Decima, because of freaking crackling energy, kills things so fast. Like, just stuff like this, even the skeletons take a second to respawn. I don't know why the skeletons take so long to get out of the ground, but they do. They take a while. They take their time crawling out to try and cut your gizzard out. They're like, we're the bone men, and they suddenly you kill them all, and they slowly, let me crawl out of this grave so I can knife you. Give me a second, though. I'm still wearing all my clothes from when I was dead, and my pockets were full of change, so it's weighing me down. My lack of muscles and somehow my aged tendons still being intact make it difficult for me to pull weighted items out. Probably why we don't wear armor and we just have the weapons in our hands, because that's probably our maximum weight capacity, is just the sword or the bow and arrow, and nothing else. Can't have armor on the bone men, unless they're special magical bone men. And you know, you know me. I like a magical bone guy in the armor, alright? He doesn't have to be naked all the time. I don't have to see the whiteness of their bones. Which, by the way, that definitely has to be a magic thing, because, like, if you're actually paying attention, you know that the bones would actually come out kind of yellow from just staining over time. Maybe just left bones out, you know? It's gotta be like a magic thing. I think they did a pretty good job of showing that in Army of Darkness. They weren't all just... At first, the computer animated ones were like all white. Like just ghostly white. Like Diablo 2, the ones you summon, they're just like puristine white. They look almost crystalline. It's kind of beautiful, really. It looks like a toothpaste commercial. Which makes me realize that, has there ever been a toothpaste commercial during Halloween time where they just had the entire bone man scrubbing himself? Coming out all shiny and like crystalline, almost pearlescent. That'd be pretty awesome. Crest moisturizes and whitens your bones, because it's the only toothpaste that has ingredients to moisturize. Wow. Murder your family and steal their bones. Then Crest tried to put like in small text. We here at Crest do not support murderings of families in order to increase bone collections. And that'd be, you know, then those girls that tried to kill their friend because a Slender Man would try to kill their family for their bones. And then that'd be sad and weird. And yet the people would make a bunch of YouTube videos about it. Oh, damn it, Crest, you didn't think someone would try to murder someone for their bones after that beautiful bone commercial? You made the bones look too good. Damn you. Now you have to apologize. I'm the CEO of Crest. Immediately stepping down. They're paying me $8 million to leave and no longer be in charge of Crest. I'm sorry that I approved the shiny bone commercial. I shall now leave wealthier than I was before. Thank you. Remember to protect your teeth and do not let the misgivings of the bone commercial be a representation of Crest or our goal to whiten clean teeth and promote dental health. Thank you. And you know, that would just be a lot. That would just be a lot. I don't know if they should do that, now that I think about it. Turns out there's a reason why they never made a toothpaste commercial based on Halloween with Bone Man in it. And I just figured it out. It's quite a journey, though. Quite a journey. God, I love these throwing knives. She has the power. She has the ability to be fast. Just doesn't get executed well. I always forget about my dashes. I use them against my enemies, and I forget I can also use them to get places faster. So yeah, sorry. It's been a weird couple of days. Then again, with ET, it's not... I don't get weird days as much as I do get a set of weird days. They, by themselves, they're not too weird, but then when you group them all together in 2s and 3s, it becomes a weird sequence of days every single time. All my days are weird days if I stop and think about it. I don't know if it's a health, I don't know if it's a combination of the rate in which I deteriorate, but alright, so I've been working out more. Past, like, weeks. At first I was like, I'm gonna, like 2 months ago I was like, I'm gonna do it every other day. Then one day, after like a week of doing it that way, I said, I'm just gonna do it every day. Because I feel like I'm gonna get into a weird set. I'm gonna get into a set. One day I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna be like, you know, I'll take it easy today. And then tomorrow, it'll cascade. Will cascade like so many other things in my life where I was like, I'll take it easy, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll let future ET worry about it. But I've been working out over and over, just increasing the numbers. Nothing too heavy, nothing fancy. But in my sets, we started off with what we could do. Then eventually we made it to where we could do 20 push-ups a day. And then 25. And then recently, I made it to about 30 a day. But 2 days ago, I pushed it. I was like, you know, you get to 30 and you feel the burn. But like 2 days ago, I was like, you know what? I need to take this up a notch. Even though it had only been 2 days since I started doing 30. Like, I started doing 30, did 30, next day did 30, then the third day that I just made it to doing 30, I said, I'm just trying to push it, I need to do 40, and I did 40. I did 40, and it was hard, but it was doable, and I was like, ah, easy peasy. lemon squeezy. And the next day, yesterday, I felt a little sick, so I was like, I'll only do 30 today. So I did, I only did 30. But then today, oddly enough, I guess it started to build up because I was super relaxed today. I took a nap today. I woke up super early. I don't know why. Went to bed really early. Went to bed at 10. Straight to bed. It was one of those nights where I very rarely get, where I just lay down and fall asleep immediately. But I woke up at 4 in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. I just sort of laid in bed for another hour and a half. At 5:30, I said, all right, I'll get up. I hung out till about 6:30. At 6:30 is when I made a breakfast and started my day. But then I just got super tired. I was getting ready for this stream. Getting all my I's and T's dotted. Playing a little bit of my druid, leveling him up. Got him to like about 30. And then around, I want to say noon or 1, I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. And I took a nap. I woke up at like 2. I was just feeling weirdly tired, which is it was very weird because it felt like I got good sleep and I already had 2 Mountain Dews. I was like full of caffeine, but instead of being awake, instead of the caffeine waking me up, for some reason it made me more drowsy than I was before. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna take a nap. The caffeine will work its way into my system. By the time I'm ready to stream, I'll be amped up, I'll be good to go. But that didn't happen. I woke up at 2 and I was still tired, I was still drowsy. Still like just heavy, I just felt heavy, especially in my face. So I was like, alright, whatever. So I played my druid a little bit, then like right around 3:30, I was like, alright, I'm gonna work out before I take my shower. So I go to work out. And I don't make it to 10 push-ups. I start to fall down. Like it immediately starts to burn. I'm like, it was heavy. I stopped. And then I'm like, what? I'm just not awake. There's something wrong. So I shake myself loose. So I was like, you know what? I didn't warm myself up. I'm saying a bunch of things even though I don't do any of those things any of the other days. I never, you know what I mean? The only time I stretch is in the morning when I'm waking up and all the popping sounds are happening. All my bones are realigning to those places where they usually are. I'm getting older, so now I know where they all are. Both my feet pop, my knees pop, sometimes my hip pops. Once in a blue moon, even my chest pops. Like the left, for some reason, like goes into a correct position whenever I stretch my arms. I don't know what that's about. Never had a chest injury, but it is what it is. It makes noises now. We deal with it. Move on. You get older, more noises come. You become less stealthy as you age. Your dexterity, it changes. You gain more dexterity, but you lose stealth points. Anywho, I make these excuses even though I do none of these things. Before I work out, I don't like stretch and like warm up to get my muscles ready. I just dive into it like a madman. I just immediately lay down and start doing push-ups. I force myself to do it because that's the only way I can do it, because otherwise, like before I started working out every day, I would get ready and I'd be lucky if I could do one without me being like, I just really don't want to. I don't want to. And for some reason, the thing that motivates me the most is I've never been fit in my life, and I want to be fit at least once so I can say I've experienced it. So then I can denounce it when I get older, so I can use it as material, basically. I'm gonna be like, you know, I was fit once. Didn't care for it. Like, just the complete opposite of what you think. I don't know if I'll actually be like that. I'm definitely the type of, if I ever do become a comedian, I'm definitely the type to be like, yeah, I hate comedy. But it's the only thing I know how to do. But it's awful. God awful. It's terrible. If I had a choice between being better at comedy and walking into the sun, it would be a close call. Like that's the kind of guy I think I'd be. I think that works better for me. I've been told that when I do things super dry and I don't laugh at my own stuff, it's way better. But it's so hard. Because as you know, I'm a bit of a tard. And I enjoy, if there's anyone who enjoys themselves too much when it comes to being stupid, it's me. I'll just say some dumb things. You guys don't even get the full, you guys don't get the full experience that I do as being myself. Like, I'll be grinding here when I'm not streaming, and I'll just be saying the dumbest things to myself. Like, I'll just be running through these dungeons going, buttery wieners, buttery wieners. I gotta butter all the wieners. These are my wieners, they gotta get buttered. Like, I'll just be doing that. No reason. And only, the weird thing is, while I'm doing it, I'm not laughing, but later on, when I'm like on the toilet or in the shower and I think about it, that's when I laugh at it. Like, God, I'm stupid. What am I doing? What is that? What, a grown man getting closer to 40 every day. Just playing Diablo going, buttery wieners, buttery wieners. Gotta butter all these wieners. What the hell? Who does that? Why? Why are you like this? Grow up. And it's still healthy because it's not an argument. I'm not talking to myself going, no, you don't understand. I need to butter them. Someone has to butter them, and it has to be me because no one else volunteered. Like, it's not an argument, all right? It's just self-talk. All right, I'm very aware of my weird singing the buttery winger song to myself. I'm very aware of it. But that's not the point. I forgot what the point was. Like, we kind of digressed a lot. Told a little bit too much truth, and now I'm lost. Oh, right, the working out. Today, I made it to 10 before it became super heavy. I was like, oh, what is this about? I literally fell down on my stomach and said, where'd my strength go? Like an anime character. Like I'm going through my arc. Like my filler episode arcs. Alright? My training arc. So then I force myself. I feel like those first 10 warmed me up, but then like I do another like 16 and I just fall. I can't. It just So I'm like, what is happening? I flip over on my back and I rest for a minute and then I go back and then I do 6 more. And it's like there's a 40-pound weight on my back. I'm just If I was trying to escape a fire and something landed on me and it just happened to be at that exact moment, I would be trapped. Like, that's how exhausted I was. And that's only a total of, what is that, math? 32? Compared to 2 days ago when I did 40 and I thought it was easy, then yesterday when I did 30, so I don't know what happened. I did have beef ravioli yesterday. I don't know if I gained enough weight to where, like, really threw off my dimensions that much. Like, even, let's say I ate, unrealistically, I sat down and ate 2 pounds of ravioli. Like, just in a single sitting. That'd be insane. Is it possible? Yes. I don't remember doing that, though. But still, 2 pounds is not a lot of weight. Alright? That shouldn't have been so devastating, but I don't know. I might be at the age where warming up may be a lot more important to me now than I realized, because today I did 32 in 3 small separate sets because it felt like I was fighting for my life. I didn't even do any sit-ups or crunches today, just because I was like, I felt the burn. The burn was sitting in my arm. Yeah, they're better now, but as I was taking my shower, I was there like moving the soap bar around like, wow, man, this thing's heavy like a Darksaber. Why? So now we're here. Now we're here, though. Now it's fun. It's fine. I forgot to take my potions and food. You know what? Looks like I caught it just in time, though. Looks like we're still in that halfway area. We're good. We're golden. We're staying golden, pony boys and girls. Pony people, I should say. Pony they-thems. Are there golden pony thumbs? Are they claimed? Have any of the thumbs and days claimed to be golden ponies? Because I know the normies have. Especially the boys. It's happened quite often. Golden pony boy is a very common phrase amongst the men. I never heard of they them. Like I am stay golden, they pony them. Stay golden. But hopefully they know, you know, it's open for everyone. Anyone can be a golden pony if they believe in themselves. It does help to believe in the love that exists in a young girl's heart. That does help. If you can believe in love just by listening to the rhythm of your heart, you can be a golden pony. It's right there. It's right around the corner. I love the smoke grenade. I wish I could recharge just a little bit faster. Like I'm using the aspect that makes to where my cooldowns go down by 2 seconds every like 5 basic attacks. So it comes like, but I got multiple cooldowns. My dash is a cooldown, my smoke grenade's cooldown, and my shadow step is a cooldown. Still though, I love that. I wish its blast radius was bigger, but I got all my points in making flurry bigger. Because we're a flurry build, and I don't even use it that often just because right now, because we're level 60 and we have all these Paragon points, Expert is fairly easy, like we're walking through them with our basic. But this is technically, you see, like with all the damage I did when I actually used my flurry. But I just actually used it. But I love the smoke grenade. There's a little bop. There's a way to throw it. It's this little fart device. Take that. Leave us alone. We don't want none of your hornet children that explode into acid. I don't know why that's a thing. Of all the enemies they stole from Sonic the Hedgehog, why was it the hornets that shoot the tiny hornets out their butt? Now that I think about it, did they steal that from Mega Man? Who did it first? I can't remember who did it first. Who had the hornets that shoot the hornets out of their butt? Now, whose bingo card is this? Everyone gets thumped. Check this out. He's finally falling back down. Getting thumped in the face from the noob tube. A damaged journal. It wasn't abandoned, but it has received damage. There it is. There's that Pony Express we were looking for.
And we're about out of water. Our brothers won't be back for a fortnight, and without water or food, we won't survive waiting for them. I told Sulak we should have rejoined the main caravan, and now here we are. About to be another victory to grow the legend of the Iron Wolves.
That was for the golden pony they-thems. Alright, let's move on. Move on. Keep it together. When's the laziness gonna take over with the they-thems? Because eventually people are gonna be like, that's way too many to learn. Like we say it, but at some point even the government's gonna be like, you know what, you guys, you get the male, you get the female, then you get the other. You guys gotta circle other. And we'll call you the others. Because people's memory system, like unless you use, what's it? numeric, not numeric. What's it called? It's like an audio device to use to remember stuff. Like, famous people and successful people do it for remembering names, because like the most names you can remember just offhand is like 100 for the human mind. But there's certain like you can use like sound associated things. I forgot the name of it to remember more. You make up little rhymes about people's names to help you remember them. Because offhand you're just not. So like if you're gonna add 30 genders, like only so many people are gonna be able to remember them all. People that care. You're not directly affected. You're not sitting there memorizing all those genders. You can barely remember all the states and their capitals. You can barely remember your math tables. What you ate for breakfast this morning. That's a lot of memory. That's a lot of remembering things. Alright? So when are we gonna water it down to be like, instead of hello they them, which is hello other, can we just be like the Hanar from Mass Effect and just call you this one and that one? Can we just point at you from now on? It'd be easier if we all had name tags, which I understand we don't. No one wants to do that because then it's like, you know, fascist. It gets too close to the armband, right? If you have the name tag on all the time. It gets too close. It's right there. It's right before. This isn't. We're not constantly at an office party. This isn't an office mixer where HR and accounting are hanging out today because it's their hangout day. But 30 other genders. That's a lot of genders, dude. That's a lot. I gotta remember all that. Let's be reasonable. Here in the U.S. of A. United States of America.
Gates.
Eventually, we're just gonna point at you and be like, those over there.
Don't bother.
Them.
Cave entrance.
Those in those vicinity. We'll point with our hand.
Tunnels must lead under the city. Not sure where they let out. Snakes here. And here.
This one. We'll point at you.
Much more snakes.
This one here. Is this one's coffee? Like, unless you tell us your name, this is a lot. This is a lot. Okay. It's when things are already busy and complicated, and now you just walked up to us and we need to be more busy and more complicated because of my personal need to have more labels than normal clothes. Whatever happened, like, there used to be the separatist movement, and young people used to be anti-labels. You know, you are what you are who you are. And all of a sudden, one generation later, all of a sudden, now we want more labels. I need additional labels. I'm an autistic, OCD, ADHD, rapping, entrepreneur, triple threat, online persona, BAFTA Mensa member. Like, just all these titles and accolades of me, look how special and unique I am. I need all the labels. Does it become, like, is it because of Xbox and the achievements? Is that what happened? Everyone started getting all the veterans on Call of Duty. And this is me now. These are my trophies, my triumphs and achievements. Do no one listen to Martin Septim in Oblivion? Do all our trophies and triumphs precede us? Because I feel like now it's come into a weird game of collecting titles. Like, now it's not actually about knowing someone. It's about how many different names and things you can collect and have on your achievement list at the end, so that when St. Peter starts reading them out, you walked 1,000 miles and masturbated to Taylor Swift 700 times. That's interesting. Yeah, wow. In a row, right? That's what he brings up. That's why it's the record. It came too much. It's too much. Okay? Put them down. Put your labels down. Be a person first. Be your name. If it can't be whatever your name is and the best version possible, it can't be a good version of you. Just be a good, decent, kind, considerate, courteous individual. If you can't do that first, I think you're worried about your labels a little too much. I think you should get more comfortable with. At least you got the welcome. You got the welcome to McDonald's when I take your order. That should be enough. All right, you're asking too much. Talking is already very taxing, and now you're asking for more words to be involved. I'm just not for it, man. Take this from a complete lunatic. Okay? I want to be a comedian, but I hate talking. Does that make sense? It's starting to get creepy. It's like borderline now. Maybe I just only like to hear my voice. Like, am I that conceited? Have I become that much of a conceited raving lunatic to where it's kind of like driving. I realize I like driving as long as there's no other drivers. And then I love it. Yeah, I wonder if it's the same thing. I love talking, but only if I'm the only one talking. If anyone else is talking, that's when I'm irritated. I'm pissed off. Why are you guys talking when I'm the only one who should be talking? My voice is the only voice of reason that I hear. The only intelligent conversation I can have is with myself. Great, now I really do sound like a YouTuber. Raving lunatic. One-sided conversations about nothing. Piece of glass. Still though.
What have we
done? It's a lot. It's a whole lot. Life comes at you fast sometimes, man.
The sheer madness.
First it gives you the left, then it gives you the right, then it touches you inappropriately. Now, you're in the complaints department asking people what's going on.
The creatures have overtaken us. Nature did her time well. We are now like carrion to them. Tissue paper to be torn through. Once I was invited fighting for a cause I can barely remember. Now, I am maggot food.
That's a pessimistic way of looking at dying to a bunch of maggots. As true as it is. You had enough energy to write that stuff down. You couldn't have used that pencil to start stabbing. Write your name on one of the asses of the maggots. Kilroy was here, just on its butt, and then the hero comes through to kill the maggots. Like, oh, someone put up a fight, at least. I'll pick up the bows. I don't know if I have all the bows. All the bow skins unlocked that I can have unlocked. By the way, I don't know if Blizzard's working on something, but it's really annoying me that ever since the free update, some of the clothing that was already unlocked because it was in the game is now locked again. And even if you find it and scrap it, you still don't unlock it. I don't know if it's a glitch because they're adding stuff, but that annoyed me. What are they doing over there? Stop exploding around me. No. No, I will take that. I will take the channeling shrine. We're just gonna tap this out. Who's left? Who's left? Alright, they're all dead. They're all dead. We did a good job. I believe in a thing called love. Listening to the rhythm of our hearts. Vile Splendor, why not? One more. Uno más. Actually, probably... we might get two more done. Huh. I still have... Oh, no, it's gone now. I was like, I still have the channeling shrine. It's over now. gone. There's a forgotten bow, but there's no remembered bow, is there? How come only negative connotations get to become weapons, huh? There's always like the bow or the sword of devastation. There's never the bow or sword of, let's just have a good time tonight, guys. There's heavy bows and there's light bows. There's light crossbows. Those exist. So there are some light things. But I'm looking, you know, as a reader and an open observer of the path. I'm looking for the balances in life, right? Zealot blade, see? A blade that is super religious on the far end. What about the opposite end? The skeptical blade. You have the zealot blade. Where's the blade of maybe? This one's like, we got a crusade for God. Where's the guy who's like, I guess we can go to Jerusalem because maybe they'll have oil. I don't know. Maybe they have frankincense and myrrh we could use. Should we crusade though? Maybe we could just talk about frankincense and myrrh. You know, maybe we can go to Jerusalem and just have an open conversation about religion instead of crusading. You know, that seems like 0 to 100 real quick. I'm the kind of guy, you know, I separate art from the artist. I'll still listen to that great song because someone's got to go 0 to 100 real quick. Like, I feel like I correlate with Dave Chappelle a lot when it comes to stuff like that. Was you gotta separate the art from the artist? We're just gonna stop watching The Cosby Show? We're never allowed to watch it again? How else will we remember what he did? Something, you know... Some things we gotta play close to the chest. Some things we gotta keep tight. Some things we gotta keep loose. Gotta find the balance. This is where the spider lives? See, we're not too slow. It's not that much slower. It is slower. It is slower, though. Guess I can get some missions done in 5 to 7 minutes, sometimes 4. We're over here backtracking because I missed a little bit over here. Trying to pay attention to stuff like this. Ow! The shadows within me.
The only way out of this is to fight.
That's what I always tell people. They never want to listen, though. There can be no victory, maybe we fight forever. Look how ridiculous the text, people. Look at this. Ridiculous. Yeah, that's right, we're gonna make it. Smoke me a kipper, we're leaving. We're gonna have a breakfast. We're gonna have a second breakfast. Looks like we're going to India, because we're about to have a bunch of fried spider.
Take this, my friend. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
Hey, you know what? It's not much, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it nonetheless. I'll grab that ring. Why not? Why not? What's the worst that could happen? It's cursed, you know? It's got some form of Elvish I can't read on the side. I can work that out.
Into a cave in the highlands. The wasps are
Nothing ever bad happened from a ring that had a little bit of Elvish you couldn't read on the side, alright? Not that I can remember.
You are strong in a language of swords. You know the rhythms of their dances. Go to the highlands. Guide this brood from the cave and shepherd them home where they belong.
One more. Uno mas. I think we got it. Maybe. There's one more key in there I didn't realize I just completely ignored. Maybe I didn't get to 8. We got to 7. But we still leveled up, so we'll keep it square business. But it's nice to change it up. We can't just be Decima Thunder Cougar Falcon birding through the entire facility every day. We do that already a lot. We did a lot on camera, and we're still doing a lot off camera because it's just she's still the fastest. But I'm working on the werewolf. I might show you guys the wolf we got going on. We got a wolf going on. His name's Novissime, which is Latin for lost. I was gonna try and make a fighting chicken joke, but I feel like it's too on the nose. Stop being alive, please. Now, for some reason, I don't know what to deal with this. First time I did this and I got to this point, the Heroic Chamber, it only gave me 3 options when I was the rogue. That's the only time it's happened. It doesn't happen. It hasn't happened this time. I don't know if it's gonna happen again later, but I just found it interesting. Ritual speed. Tethering lunatics. Swiftness emotes would be good. We go for the kills that are big and the kills that are big. We might just stand a chance. That's right, you're dead. Unlike me, who's double alive. Get off me. I'll activate this. Let's try to walk through them a little bit. Maybe that'll get us the kills we need. That's right, die. Stop being alive. You wanna live forever? Like a terrorist? Chop up the baby food. Nice little bits. Oh, he's got a Vile Splendor. We got Vile Splendors here. Not gonna make it, are we? Push! Forward! The seal duel. We got another one. It's not gonna be enough though. It's not enough. I want him time. Kill, dang it. Ah, so close to getting that max fill. That max-o-meter. Got pretty close though. Hold on. Real quick. While we're here. Did my gold get left? Did. Wow. Veiled crystals. That's what they're called. I think last time I called them void crystals. But whatever. You knew what I was talking about. Those golden crystals. You got like 300,000 of them now. Oh, the Swift emote stops swifting after you complete it? That's... Well, damn, dude. Bam. I thought I was gonna swift out. I was gonna get swifty. Take some swiftness with me. I could have swore I used to do that. I could have swore you could grab a few on your way out and then have some bonus speed for a little while you're over here in the regular dungeon. Am I misremembering? Is that something they took away from us? I think it's weird how in Diablo 4 you can pay more money for sexier outfits, but in Diablo 2 Remastered they got rid of the sexy outfits from the original Diablo 2. There were vanilla already in there, and the weird thing was that they were the basic starting outfits, so they would automatically get covered as soon as you put armor on. But they took time to do that. But now you have to pay money just to see some underboob or leg. I think that's weird. It's very convenient. You gotta... But that's Blizzard, sorry. Blizzard. You can get the TNA, but you gotta pay for it. Super confusing. It was there. You can't pay for it in D2 Remastered though, it's just gone now. I'm not gonna talk about that, because we made some interesting decisions over the years. Come to me. Come to Butthead. God, that's a lot of lava. I'm running out of XP juices. No, I needed them.
Received more reports of undead prowling.
They helped me be cool.
The Glen folks say these creatures are the work of a necromancer. As the locals tell it, a healer named Thomas turned to profane arts after his family succumbed to illness. It could be just a legend. However, it warrants further investigation. If this fiend is real, we must destroy him. Go forth, Knights Penitent, and show the unbelievers that we can cleanse this land of evil.
Unbelievers? Is that correct?
Watch Commander Anche.
You mean this entire time people said non-believers? They could have been saying unbelievers? Like a couple of unburgers? Touch that dead guy. Take his arm off for no reason. Just rip it off. Just to see if it's a zombie, right? See if he'll get up. Whenever you go in animal body in these dungeon crawler games and the animal body explodes and then the items come out, does that mean that someone shoved that stuff inside the animal? And also, how did you as a hero adventuring know to walk up to it? First of all, it's quite an interesting thing that you also have the strength to just kick a dead animal so hard that it splits in half. But also you knew that's where the other adventurer hid his items, in the bloated carcass of a dead cow. I bet there's 300 gold and a simple dagger in that cow. What? You got metal detector vision in those eyes? What's going on? happening over there? Also, how did you kick that cow open in a single kick? Holy Toledo. You don't skip leg day. Jesus. Also, disgusting. What's wrong with you? Why do you keep doing that? Also, why does that keep happening? How many people are out here shoving things into dead animals? We might have the beginnings. We might have a proto serial killer on the loose out here. Keeps on putting adventure gear inside of dead animals. Yep. Wow, makes you think. Oh, I missed a little bit. He died. Sorry, I noticed I was gonna control my volume this time, but I just started talking loudly again immediately. I don't know what's wrong with me. Might be a hearing thing, because I have the headphones on and I'm listening to the game and I try to like talk at that volume to where I can hear my own voice while talking, you know? I think that's a difficult thing to try and get used to. Maybe if I had the type of headset where it was like only on one ear, like mono audio, like the Xbox, the original Xbox One Turtle Beach headset. I got one of those around here. I don't know if it'll work for the computer. It's the same size, was like 3.5 millimeter. In mine. But maybe then, like, my volume would be easier for me to control passively. I think subconsciously I started speaking louder just to make sure I'm enunciating words correctly. Enunciate. It is difficult to enunciate the word enunciate. Was that by choice? Where are you zombies? Look at them. Taking their time. Because they're already dead. They're not in a rush. You know what I mean? Someone picks you up so you can die again. Why would you rush? That's not a job. That's not fun. Why am I here? To be my undead servant. Well, that's...
Nightly Wanderer.
It's lame.
Without you, I'd be dead.
Can you imagine the weird guy that volunteered for that?
Please, take this.
Think about becoming a necromancer. Hey, bring me back when I die. Be totally cool. Yeah, whatever I'm doing in the afterlife, I don't know. In the middle of connecting with my loved ones, meeting Jesus, maybe other heroes from my growings, gaining knowledge from the philosophers, just interrupt it to bring me back to fight some googly gocks for you. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't care. What if it was the same couple of guys over and over again? I guess maybe if you had like a Viking-style religion, you'd be totally up for it. But yeah, to fight again? F yeah. I tell you what, now that I thought about it, if I could choose what to come back as, like if I was a bone guy, if I was a bone dude, or bigger bone, if it was bone involved, maybe. You know what I mean? If you have the Crest toothpaste waiting for me when I come back, you know? If you want to treat me, get me Sensodyne. You know, I like that. If you want to get me my favorite, I would love to see what... Now it's experimentation. Now if they bring me back as a bone guy, I want to feel what it feels like, you know? What's it feel like to get a toothbrush and just scrub my entire bone system down with some Sensodyne? Does it feel amazing? Does it tickle? Call me different, I guess. I just realized my points are all weird over here because of the way I built this thing. Got a level 4 dash and a level 3 shadow step because we gotta have level 4 weapon mastery and level 5 malice. Do we really need that 15% extra damage to chill enemies? I know we have a small chance to chill. Well, now we're always chilling them if we're using basic, so that does stack. That's right. That's right. Well, let's look at this for a second. We're using a level 9 barrage. What we got here? Non-physical damage you deal has a 15% lucky hit chance. We're not really running lucky hit right now, so I could move these, honestly. The only lucky hit thing we're running is this one, up to a 40% chance to deal 1500 cold damage. That's the only one we should be running right now. Technically, but our lucky hit's already super low. Right? Our lucky hit's like 16%, I think. So even with the bonus, it's at most 31%, a third of my attacks. A third of my, this is how the math works in this crazy game. A third of my attacks will lucky hit, and then a little bit more of a third of those lucky hits. So basically a third of them will get that 1500 cold damage randomly. That's where it's like, you know what? We don't need to be focused on that. We can round these out, even though we're not doing them that often. Later on, when we're actually using them, because I like to use the shadow step against bosses. Bunch of big damage right against their back immediately at the beginning of the fight. I think that's pretty useful. How far did we get? We did not get super far. We got far enough. We got a decent amount. I want to say we probably at least got, let's see. That's actually a very good run. 27 million? We did very well. Yeah, that's the one we picked up. That's not even one of the Vile Splendors. That's the one we picked up. So we actually did all 8 of the Vile Splendors. Nice. We got them done. Impressive. Impressive. Oh, you know what? Before we leave, actually, I want to show you my druid a little bit before we go. So let's just leave her here. She'll be fine. She'll be in Karagan when we come back, or however you say it. Carriage. Carriage. The name's too complicated. Novisame. It's been pretty easy. Because, you know, since he's in the same server, all of my unlocks that I got from exploring the map automatically were unlocked. So right at the beginning of the game at level 0, he had 10 points that he could invest. So he was decently wolfed. He already had 2 wolves wolfing around with him. Let's go, actually, let's do the stronghold. Let's come over here, because we actually need to do this one to actually unlock some of the druid's special things. He actually gets his own separate mission, because he gets this whole tree. I don't know what these are. They're druid spirit boons, but I know we actually have to go over there and knock out that stronghold over there. So we'll go ahead and do that. Show him off as we do this. But yeah, it's been pretty easy leveling him up. He's already level 31 now. Alright, we can take a look. Let's see. Novisame, the Rabid Wolf. We only have 7 hours of gameplay. And we're already level 31 because, like, we've been spending all our obols on him, just running it. See if we get random stuff. I actually found that Fist of Fate at the end of a dungeon. Did not roll for that one. Same thing with the ring. Everything else I just randomly got from rolling the obols. Wolf time. His movement speed is pretty ridiculous already, too, because of the bonuses and stuff. Like, 20%, 14 plus 5, what was that? 39% right there, plus another 23 right there. And then we made sure to max out all the speed ones for the wolf. While he's in werewolf form, 12% right there. And then down here, I think, yeah. While he's a wolf, he gets another 9% down here. So, we come down here, nothing really important happening up here. His movement speed is already 162%, so it jumps up to like 180. He's almost already maxed out at speed once he gets to slapping with his wolf. Once he gets to slapping deers on their ass until they die. He's an ass slapper, this one. Wants to go in there and slap him around. Slap ass. What's the point? Playing baseball. You can't slap ass. It's true. It's true. You gotta think about it. What else do baseball players play baseball? You think it's for the love of the game? It's for the butt play, alright? It's for the butt play. You tickle it once, you tickle it twice, you tickle it thrice, you tickle it nice. I'm running the Healing Cry as a defense spell because it's the only wolf defense spell, but I might change it later. I don't know. I might run the Ravens too, replace that with the Ravens. But I have the Howl. I have the Howl for the heal. Well, we might as well do this since we're here and they're making a big deal about it. Get off me. Really, I think the thing that's most broken with him, other than like he gets the speed bonuses whenever he's just attacking, and not to mention his core skill already has like the teleport effect. Not even talking about his ultimate right there, where he just goes Budokai Tenkaichi and starts teleporting and slamming everything. But yeah, he's got a dash as his core ability, so he can just dash to the enemy like very early on, and it like attracts like a magnet. You just get on them, you just get in their business right away. But rabies, I think, is the most broken. If they're weak to poison, rabies is messed up. It just spreads so fast. On the lower difficulties, like now, like it just it wipes out the armies. Like, we're not even crazy powerful right now. Yeah, we decimate. We make them feel the novicine. He's rabid. One thing I've noticed about myself, I probably talked about this before, is that when I make a Mel character, I usually get just the one outfit, and then that's his outfit for eternity. Like, if you can customize their outfit and it covers up whatever their armor is. So this is probably gonna be Novisume's outfit. Same thing with Madara. I got their outfits and then it was done. We were done. We never went back to be like, we need to dress them up. But for the ladies, usually the entire system, we have a whole set of wardrobes going for them. Because we don't know if it's Tuesday, Wednesday. We don't know if we're going to a party. We need to bring out the brightness of our eyes. We don't know if we're going stealth mode. Going dark. We don't know. It can be anything from dress wear to club wear to Rainbow Six, SEAL Team 6. We gotta have all those outfits. But if it's a dude, I mean, fucking cover his face. Cause F that. I forgot where these things are. Oh, there's one here. I just went in a circle. I was like, I have no memory of this place.
I will end it.
Release the beast. I do like the wolves do more than just be summoned, though. I like that they have a cooldown attack now. You gotta be careful with the targeting though, because it's like, especially if you're on controller. Because like then it's whatever you're just highlighting, but you gotta like tap it. They do this unhindered charge attack. I think that's pretty neat.
It's used
So like, not only do they automatically attack the enemy,
to feed me for ages.
you get this nice, cool charged up charge attack. I think that's pretty cool. Get out of here! Get out of here! Get away from my dogs! Not only do I have my dog, I got my 2 wolves. I haven't named them yet, though. I think about going by that joke I was joking about a couple of streams ago, where like the boy is named like Soap, and the girl wolf is named like Golgotha the Terrible. Like you gotta give him those big swing, those big difference. I think maybe Spoon. You know what I mean? This is my boy. This is Spoon. He's a good boy. And this is Scatherax, the destroyer of tongues. She's a good girl. You know? I think I gotta go with that. That's the way I like to roll.
Your efforts are futile.
That's the way I name dogs. That's the way I'm gonna do it from now on. Boy dogs get the cutest, dumbest names ever. This is Soup. This is my good boy Soup. And this is his sister Anthacor. You know what I mean? That's the way I like to do it. Call me different. Just don't call me Ishmael, because I don't know nothing about boats or wells. Other than my favorite alive right now animal is probably a tie between the humpback and the sperm whale. But my favorite animal of all time, I don't know, I think I gotta go Spino. I think I gotta go Spinosaurus.
As the day we arrive, you shall feed the flames. You who is touched by hatred.
The smoke!
Stop it. There's smoke. So Astaroth was here, he burned these people with his fire magics. Because he's a demon. He burned the druids down. But now we're a druid, we've come back. We're going wolf mode on his demons.
Feed on your torment for ages.
No, you won't. I forgot, I also have, I think maybe it's a legendary I have, but some things make it to where every third of my wolf attacks criticals. That's pretty nice. Oof!
You never
Werebear augments. Yeah, we've saved up about 2,000 of whatever these Druid Spirit offering things are. We have a few, to say the least. Because we've just been murdering. We've just been collecting demon skulls. A dead whale! You can see it down there. Nature, am I right? Sometimes it's smelly. Now the druids have returned. And now I can figure out what these Druid Spirit offering things are. Which by next time I'll have them figured out. But now I think I'll leave these here. I'll leave this one here for now. Hopefully by the weekend, we'll be ready to level up again. We can talk and hang out again. My camera's not... Now my camera's not working. Oh, it probably is working, I just can't see it because I forgot that ever since... Yeah, there I am. Ever since the audio glitch with the soundboard. OBS just looks the way it looks now, which is fine. Thank you all. Thank you all who came out today and watched. Thank you all future people come back to watch the old episodes. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, keep on posting. See you in the next one. Y'all take it easy. Give it a little kick sound.